talking about up next on Geek Out SA. I don't have a cat. Welcome back to Geek Out SA. It's Friday and we're having fun, and I ran and got my cap because I didn't have my cap on.
A spiky crystal design. So yeah, I mean, those kind of things you can kind of get away with, and you can kind of be your geeky self, and it doesn't make you look like you're too childlike.
But we're not childlike. We're just showing what we like.
Yeah, but we've even had like somebody call us out for it.
That was when we went to Graceland.
It was in Graceland.
Yeah.
It was in Graceland, and I thought somebody was going to call us out for being a mixed race couple, and instead they called us out for the clothing we were wearing, and said, "Aren't you a little old to be wearing those kinds of shirts?"
Well, I don't think it was exactly said like that, because that would have been rude.
No, it was said like that, but he was like 100 years old, so we were like, "You're old, you can say whatever you want." So when you're like old, you can say whatever you want. So when we're old, we can wear whatever we want.
Mm-hmm.
But like right now, when we're in this peak of like being in our 40s, are we supposed to like dress appropriately?
I guess. I don't know. No. I can dress however I want.
Because you have Vincent.
Because I'm 45 years old.
Vincent has like what, 6 or 8 pair of superhero Converse.
Oh yeah, I do.
He does. He has a lot. And
I have a big shoe thing.
Yeah.
I have a lot of shoes.
Has a lot of shoes. But you wear the superhero Converse quite often. Yeah, when we go places.
Mm-hmm. I actually have a new pair that I've never put on.
Yeah.
I need to get those on.
But again, like, are you too old to be running around in superhero Converse?
Yeah, but there's a lot of ways that you can go through and maybe dress it up a bit. I wear a lot of superhero t-shirts, but you could dress it up with a blazer, a sports coat, and it looks nice.
Yeah.
It looks like you're into pop culture.
Yeah.
Because I think geeky has become more pop culture than it ever has been in a long time.
Well, I think superhero. I think comic book stuff. I think things that they've made movies out of have become
And I think
more,
like video game stuff too.
maybe
Look at that. Yeah. We've worked on it.
Did it work?
I think so.
And welcome back. You should be able to hear us now, hopefully.
I don't know.
Are they-
I know.
Let us know if you can hear us now.
I hear like a whirring sound.
Whirring sound is not good. Look at that.
I hear Stuart.
Yeah, we're on.
We're whirring.
welcome back.
We're whirring and we're flickering. It's all good.
You should be able to hear us now, hopefully.
Okay.
Oh, and we're flickering.
And we're flickering.
Yay.
And you can see my long hair. I thought y'all fixed the camera.
What if we unplug the other camera?
Just keep going. Just
the camera,
go.
like what's that? There.
Yeah, and see if we stop flickering at that time. Hopefully we'll stop flickering. It's a problem with these webcams that we had before, so we had
They were working fine before.
they were working fine before, and they did some kind of update with either Windows or OBS that make them no bueno. They don't work anymore.
I don't know. I don't
as
understand
well.
technology. I just
But it only
sit in my
happens
chair.
when it's streaming, because when it's not streaming, it's perfectly fine. It doesn't flicker.
I don't know.
Stupid.
I mean, it's not Geek Out to say unless we have some kind of technical difficulty. Last week there was no sound for a very long time because
Yeah.
like our new producer didn't know what he was doing.
Mhm.
And now this week we've had flickering and we've had changing cameras and we've changed the cameras again and then it didn't recognize the cameras and then we didn't have sound and
Yeah.
you know, it's whatever.
I actually have another camera that's gonna probably be here by the time we finish.
When the show's
so,
over. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's still flickering.
It's still flickering?
Yeah. It's awesome.
What if I'm really, really still? Does it flicker just because I move a lot? I'll try not to move so much.
But Vincent's there. Oh, Vincent doesn't move at all.
Vincent doesn't move. He barely talks.
No, it doesn't matter. It's still flickering.
I'll be really still like this.
Stupid.
Just really still. No? It's not helping?
Doesn't matter.
I was trying, people.
It's like Amazon's trying to get us to get like new stuff. So
Alexa's listening. Alexa, are you listening?
I'm not sure.
She's not sure because she actually is.
mhm.
She's like, oh, they use their webcams a lot?
She
We'll
doesn't
break
want you to
these."
know. We'll break them. We'll break them. They have to get real camcorders.
Now I don't feel like
now.
talking about being old anymore. I've lost my train of thought.
So we do a lot of collecting of stuff.
I do. I buy
We
stuff
do a
toys.
lot of collecting of stuff.
I go to Build-A-Bear. I'm not gonna lie.
We
We-
play tabletop games. We make tabletop games.
Not really.
Not in a while.
We haven't done that in a long time. Let's just be honest.
But that's something that we're definitely going to go back to.
Yeah. Well, hopefully. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, but we are both kind of childlike, but not in a bad way. I think that that's okay. I mean, we don't like throw well, okay, I do sometimes, but shut up.
She did in
dude.
Paris.
Shut up! Stop telling people these things. That was supposed to be our secret. But I think that people do judge you for it, though. I feel judged. Maybe I'm just one of those people that feels judged all the time. But
I don't really care.
I didn't ask you if you
I don't-
cared.
But that's the thing. I don't care what people think about my geekiness.
About your geekiness. Oh, hi, kitchen time. Hi, Lennon.
Hi, Lennon. How's it going?
Yeah, but do you ever feel like there's a point where, I guess, where you're supposed to paint all the walls gray and put, sell all your collectibles or put them in a box and, start decorating with butterflies and plants or like geometric shapes or something adult? I don't know what's adult. Like, I'm 45. I feel like I don't know what's adult. Like, what am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to do?
Well, I mean, I think we have a very adult stuff in our house, other than just geeky stuff. We
Look,
have
Stuart's
more
like,
than
where?
our decorating isn't necessarily all geeky.
Kinda is, yeah.
No, we put geeky stuff in there, but how we
I mean,
paint
yeah, we
our
have,
painting schemes and
We have very bright colors. Most people don't do that. We do have a lot of Salvador Dali, and we have Frida
Like our-
Kahlo and Diego Rivera.
Like
art.
apart from the Death Star and the dining room, there's nothing geeky in there.
Are you sure? No, because
There's not
the
anything.
sculptures and stuff aren't really geeky.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, they're just sculptural. Yeah, so the Death Star is the only thing. And in the living room, it's really BB-8 and R2. Well, and there's some collectibles in there among the movies and stuff. And then the video games and the video game Mickey is in there.
Mm-hmm.
So there's some stuff, but it's not a lot.
Yeah.
And I do like
in our bedroom, there's
like
not
our
anything
cars. We
geeky.
don't have any of those like geeky stickers or anything
No.
on them. I use the wind shade, the window shade that shows everybody in the Millennium Falcon.
In the cockpit,
Yeah,
I
in the
have that
cockpit.
same one too.
But you never use it. But I use mine because I don't like a hot car. Just saying, he doesn't use it.
Then you'd have to use it every day because it's hot every day.
I do use it every day. It's when Nick borrows my car that it doesn't get used, but I use it. And I used to have a Mickey Mouse steering wheel cover, but again, when our son uses my car, he takes it off, and then I can't find it. He throws it in the back somewhere, and then I get tired of putting it back on, so
Well, don't
I
let
give
him
it
use
to
your
Ghost.
car.
Yeah, I'm not supposed to let him use my car. And then I have all kinds of like socks and stuff, like Mickey socks, and I
Well, I have
Disney
like a
geek.
ton of T-shirts. I probably have like,
100.
probably more.
I could show y'all. He has a lot. A lot.
And
Like
they're
a
all
stupid
geeky.
amount. Yeah, every single one of them.
Every single one.
Every
is
single
geeky.
one of them. Like, I've put them in categories. So he has a Superman category, and then he has a Star Wars category,
Mhm.
and then he has a DC category, and he has a Marvel category, and he has a video game category, and he has a tabletop game category, and he has a 1980s show category, and he has an anime and Japanese category, and he has a horror category.
And there's a miscellaneous one that kind of like
Yeah.
where I keep my totes my goats.
And
one.
then he has like all of his like nice like work clothes in his closet over here, and then over here in his closet he has all the hanging shirts that are Star Wars and Superman and Button Up, and he has a Superman basketball jersey, and he has Geek Out SA shirts, and he has Pinche Game shirts, and yeah. Oh, and then the hats. Don't forget all the hats.
all the caps, yeah.
Yeah. There's a hat for every occasion that's
Mhm.
geeky. Yeah. Yeah. You have quite the wardrobe, honey.
I do. It's quite nice.
So is there a point where you need to stop wearing those shirts?
No.
Stuart says yes. What's the point?
Grandkids.
When you have grandkids.
I don't have any grandkids.
We're never going to have grandkids. Our children hate children. So
Mhm.
Stuart doesn't believe that very much.
Do they hate sex?
No,
Well,
they just hate children.
Yeah.
They've managed this long. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. I mean, I don't know. And then I just bought. Okay, this is gonna make me sound like I have a problem, but I just bought 3 purses, and one of them is a Star Wars purse that's a backpack that I used the whole time we were on our vacation in Europe. One of them is like a clutch purse that looks like a Gryffindor tie and robe and stuff from Hogwarts.
Well, your
And then-
backpack was Star Wars, though.
That's why I
From
said
thinking,
Star Wars.
did you say it?
Mhm.
I
Star
don't
Wars backpack,
Yeah.
Harry Potter clutch purse, and then I bought a little hand purse that's Cinderella.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I will use them. And then your mom bought me a purse that's Minnie Mouse that I will
Mhm.
use, that I have used. I have a rocket ship purse that I use. It is Michael Kors though, so, just saying. I do have a
She
problem.
does
I
have a
do.
problem.
I have a problem. I have a problem. Like, I have a whole upstairs room that's all Disney stuff. It's all Disney.
Mhm.
Like, I'm 4 years old. Okay? I'm just not going to lie about it anymore. I'm just going to come clean.
But it's a collection. It's not. You don't go up there and like play with the dolls.
Sure, I don't. Shut up, Stuart! I'm so embarrassed. I may or may not do that. There's no proof. I'm just saying.
Because it's not like we run around the house shooting each other with Nerf guns.
Right. No, we would never do that either. Nope.
Even though we just bought some new Star Wars Nerf guns.
No. I would
They're
never
quite fun.
do that. I'm an adult. I'm grown.
Mm-hmm.
I don't play Nerf gun battles. I don't play with dolls. I don't color in coloring books. I don't play Unicorn Uno. I don't do any of those things. Shut up, Stuart. I didn't just buy Toy Story Monopoly.
Lies.
Lies. Okay, they're all lies. So, yeah, maybe we have a problem. I just wonder if other people have the same problem that are in our age bracket. Or if, so in mine and Vincent's defense, our children are grown.
Mm-hmm.
And we spent a lot of time when we were young people raising children.
Right.
So we were parents when we were very young. And we did grow up with them, and we did wear this same kind of attire along with them. And sometimes we would do like matchy family stuff where everybody had like, some kind of superhero thing on, or everybody had some kind of Disney thing on, or whatever. We did like matchy family stuff. But now that they're gone, we've kind of been these responsible adults, responsible for all these little human beings all this time. And so now that we're, I guess, kind of able to be free and be frivolous and be silly, we just are. We just do. Like, we spent so much of our money and time and everything on the kids, doing what the kids needed and taking care of the kids, because that's what a good parent does. And we don't, like, harbor any ill will to the kids or whatever. But I think we kind of did it backwards to a lot of people. Like, I do know a lot of people in our age bracket that have children right now that are like 8 and 9. And so they're in that stage still of having to buy all this stuff for their kids. So they're not buying all these purses and Converse and things like that because they're in the midst of trying to take care of their kids. And maybe they did that when they were younger, whereas we kind of did the opposite. Mm-hmm. We took care of the kids when we were younger, and now that we're older, we're kind of buying all the collectibles and stuff that we wanted when we were younger.
And it's nice now because we have a lot more money than we did when we were younger.
Yeah, the poor kids got, kind of gypped. No, we did. Hopefully, we did really good by our kids. But I think it's funny. Buy us toys, like. No yawning. You were like partially yawning.
You're making me yawn.
I'm sorry. I'm really tired. Like for your last birthday or something, Nick, our youngest, bought you a Chewbacca Build-A-Bear and an Iron Man Build-A-Bear. Mm-hmm. And then something. Zach bought you something. They're always buying you like decks of cards, and they're always buying us some kind of collectible or something. Zach bought you the Star Wars Lego set. So yeah, even our kids.
Well, he even got me some of the
the little ships that are on the wall. Yeah. So even our kids know that that's kind of like where we are and what we like. Like one year for Christmas, our youngest Nicholas, again, he crocheted me a beanie. That's like a green beanie, and then it has the purple mask for Donatello, and it comes down to like cover your eyes so that your eyes and stuff are warm when it's really cold. Yeah. And he crocheted that for me. So.
Which reminds me, I gave you like one of the ultimate.
Yeah.
Donatello / Hello Kitty gift.
Mashup, yeah.
Mashup.
Yeah, so I think. I mean, our kids accept that we're like that. Mm-hmm. They know that that's how we are, and they've grown up with us being like that, so that doesn't bother them as much. But I think people that don't know us, because I know that people that I've worked with have said something to me before about like, oh, well, that's an interesting outfit, or that's an interesting way to do things. Like some people are very supportive, right? Mm-hmm. But I have like a stormtrooper dress that I wear, but it's not super obvious that it's a stormtrooper unless you're paying attention. But I wear it with like tights and boots and jewelry, so it looks kind of like a dress. I have a Harley Quinn dress that if you didn't know what Harley Quinn is, it just looks like a red and black dress with some geometric shapes on it. I wear that. But some people, I think, are very judgmental. Like when I wear my Jedi outfit on the 4th, because on May 4th, I always wear my Jedi outfit to school if it's a school day. Some of the teachers are like, yeah, go for it, right? And some of them are like, oh, well.
They're just jealous because they don't have one.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
No, I think that people think that because I'm of a certain age, I should stop behaving that way. What? Uh-huh. Oh, that was Alexa telling you have a notification.
We just got the camera that we
Camera
needed
just came in.
just now.
So, I don't know. You don't ever think that people feel like you should stop? Like, at what point should we stop cosplaying and wearing our Jedi outfits?
Is it different for men than it is for women?
Or is it different because of my profession? Like, people think that because I'm an educator, I should be more professional? But I am professional, like, and I think
And since, like, I'm an application developer, of course he's going to be geeky.
Of course he's going to be a geek, because that's kind of a geeky, yeah. Yeah, I could see that, where they're kind of more accepting of you because of your job, that it's like, oh, well, he's into web development, of course he's a geek, like, duh, right? But
isn't being a teacher so general that...
Well, and for me, because I grew up so bullied, right? And I struggled so much as a young person, especially in junior high and high school. They were the worst, some of the worst times of my life. I don't want my students to have that feeling, to have that outcast feeling, that because they love tabletop gaming, because they love anime, because they're LGBTQ, for whatever reason, that they're on the outside.
They're a wolf pack.
Yeah.
They have a tail.
Yeah.
Which reminds me, I saw like this new thing of this tail that like moves that you can put on.
The ears used to be the big thing.
Yeah.
Where you could have the ears that moved and showed emotion and stuff. And
The Nekomimi.
yeah, the Nekomimi ears. Yeah, that was a big thing for a while. I've never really gotten into much of the anime culture. That just has never been my culture. I mean, I don't dislike it.
We watch it. We like watching it.
But it's just not.
But that's not something that we want to like cosplay or anything like that.
No, and I don't do a lot of that kind of stuff. But I want to be that person there in the classroom who tells the kids that do like that it's okay. Like, because I've watched some of it, like when some of my kids were going around and they had a notebook that was like a Death Note notebook, I was like, really, guys? You can't write your kids' names in that, okay? And they were like, what? You know what this is? You know, or for me to dress up and do things like that and be very kind of Miss Frizzle-esque. I think it gives them the message that it's okay just to be who you are. But sometimes it's hard to just be who you are because other people are judging you. And I feel like, especially now that, like, you know, when we get to be 50 and 60, what is the expectation going to be for us? Like, do I have to start wearing...
I'm going to have to start wearing geeky fedoras.
Geeky fedoras?
Mm-hmm.
Is that what old men wear? Fedoras?
No, nobody's worn a fedora.
Stuart's like, Vincent doesn't know what he's talking about. I mean, you know...
I'm gonna bring it back. The fedoras.
Can I have, like, get my walker and then I can get, like, clip-on Disney stuff and everything and, like, clip it on my walker and, like, bling it out?
I have, like, a fedora with, like, a Superman band on it or something.
No, I think you'll just stay at your level of geekiness, and the generation coming below you will be more geeky.
You think so? You think the younger generations are getting geekier?
Well, yeah. So what your standard of geeky is will be tame compared to their extreme standard.
Where they
of
go.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I have seen a lot more of, like, the hair designs, you know, because where they're shaving stuff in their hair, because I did that this summer, but I just did some lightning bolts for Harry Potter. But I have seen hair designs where they're doing the full, like... I liked it. But they're doing, like, the full Superman logo, or they're doing the full Batman logo, like, into their hair and stuff like that.
But they were doing that back in the 80s.
Well, a lot of the 80s stuff, though, is coming back. So fashion tends to cycle like that. I don't know. I mean, I try to dress professionally at work. I try to sometimes like bring my geeky side in to like my fashion, even if it's just with a little piece of jewelry or something like that. I think as long as I'm behaving professionally, like when we're out in public, yes, we're in our geeky shirts or whatever, and yeah, sometimes we're silly, but we're not having like Nerf gun fights. You know, we're doing that here at home or whatever. We're not acting like jerks or.
No, I'm not acting like jerks, but I do Nerf gun fights.
Yeah, I think
other
that's the
places.
key. Don't act like a jerk.
I think that is the key, or I think that should be the key, right? Is you can be who you are as long as you're not infringing on other people.
Yeah.
Like as long as you're not being a jerk or whatever. But I still feel like I think people have the expectation that we are kind of old and we shouldn't necessarily be the way we are. I think that, I don't know, I felt a little self-conscious on vacation.
Oh, I didn't. I didn't.
Of course he didn't, because he loves himself.
Well, sometimes I notice more than you do of like other people.
Yeah, but everybody that you pointed out to me,
they were younger.
They were young. They were in their 20s, or they were like 4.
And there were like a couple in 30s and stuff like that, but.
Yeah, but not
But you're
very
kind of
many.
like, but like when we're out doing stuff, you're kind of like oblivious to everything else.
Nobody's as important as I am. I mean, obviously.
Especially in Paris when she's walking and throwing a fit.
Did you just tell everybody again about my tantrum in Paris? There was no tantrum in Paris. He doesn't know what he's talking about. I am very lovely.
On the way back from
I'm very lovely to travel with.
the Eiffel Tower.
And I'm fun and exciting, and I don't.
But we had
have
fun.
tantrums.
We had a lot of fun. It only happened once.
No, sir. I'm not talking to you now. See this? This is me being childish.
It only happened once.
I can't believe you called me out.
I mean, we're to the point where we have more disposable income than we've had in a long time. Holy air.
We're looking
And-
to see what the producer is telling us. Oh.
Oh, a French tantrum.
A French tantrum. He was telling us French for tantrums. I think having the income makes a difference.
Yeah, like we're eventually finishing up our arcade cabinet, which is going to be really cool.
Yeah, which is something which I think it comes back to, there were these things that we wanted when we were young people. And just because you get old doesn't mean that the things that you wanted as a young person go away. It just means now you have money to pay for the things you wanted as a young person that you couldn't afford when you were a young person.
I still want a Millennium Falcon.
Like when I was young, I used to look at old people, like people in their 60s and stuff that were driving sports cars. And I'm like, that's ridiculous. Like, you're 60, you don't need a sports car. But now I get it.
Mm-hmm.
Probably when they were in their 20s, they really wanted a sports car and they had no money.
Yeah.
Now that they're 60, they have
It's like,
money.
hey,
and
check this out. Look what I can do.
Yeah. Yeah, so now I get it. It's like the things that you wanted to have, now you get them.
Mm-hmm.
So are you ever too old to just be who you are?
Yeah. No.
No, I guess not.
No.
I mean, when I'm 60, in like 15 years from now, I really don't foresee myself being any different.
I'm still going to be into technology.
I'm still going to love Disney.
Because people think, oh, yeah, old people don't know anything about technology. I'm always going to be up on technology because I love technology.
Right, that's your thing.
Yeah.
I'll be the old person that knows nothing about technology because I won't care. It's not my thing. You know, I'm old school. I still buy like handheld notebooks and write
I'll be
stuff.
buying lightsabers.
Yeah.
I'll be making them.
Yeah, so, and then, of course, by the time we're 60, then we're retired.
Mm-hmm.
So then we have even more time to do, like, some of the umpteen million craft things that we wanted to do, and and make things and build things and try things out because you've got your whole day to work on stuff.
Yeah.
So then I almost feel like we'll become even geekier the older we get.
Probably.
Probably. We'll probably be full-blown geek.
Like, we have all these tabletop games that we haven't even touched.
Well, because we hardly have any time.
Yeah.
But as we get older, we start to either make time or we have time. So, yeah. I think so. I think maybe you're never too old to be a geek. And maybe that's okay.
Yeah.
You just have to be who you are, and you just have to accept yourself
I
for
think
who
it's
you are.
I think it's going to start become more accepting of stuff, because I think the majority of people are becoming more geeky than they have been.
I think the big lesson for me is just to learn to just accept who I am as I am, and for me, myself, to just be okay with it. And if other people don't like that I'm geeky at 45, that's okay. They can have their opinion, but that doesn't have to change who I am or how I am. And if I'm 60 and I still want to be a geek and I want to wear,
I mean, we have some
Star Wars
friends that
t-shirts.
are older than us that are over in Gen Con right now.
Yeah.
Playing games,
Playing
having
games,
fun.
having fun. Yeah. Cosplaying and stuff. So, yeah, I guess you just be who you are.
Yeah. I think so.
Okay. Well, I guess lesson learned. The more you know, kids, the more you know.
Now we just need to have that.
Do we need
That
G.I.
video.
Joe? No? Y'all don't get that?
That's...
Wasn't it G.I. Joe? Yeah,
No,
it was G.I.
no,
Joe.
The More You Know was the reading rainbow thing.
And also G.I.
G.I. Joe
But the
did it
G.I.
too.
Joe was
They did
knowing,
like a
knowing
moral
because
lesson.
knowing is half the battle.
Oh, because knowing is half the battle.
G.I.
That's what
Joe.
it was. That was what it was. Okay, yeah. I was like, oh no, G.I. Joe did
It's
like a
close,
moral
but it's
lesson.
like
I was like,
knowing is half the battle.
Yeah, that's what it
G.I.
was.
Joe.
That's what it was. I knew
Is
it was
it-
something like that.
It's because I'm a geek. I know all
No,
of
it's
this.
because I'm old and I'm really tired.
She's forgetful.
I do forget things quite easily.
Yeah.
All right.
Maybe that's when you stop becoming a geek. You just forget about
You
it.
forget when you're
about
a
it.
geek.
Oh, what's this insignia that's red and yellow? I don't know.
Red and yellow, red and yellow.
What's this on my head?
What's on my head? I like this. It's really cool. I don't know what it is.
What do I do with it?
He's pushing it. Does it do anything?
Does it do anything? Is it technology? I don't know.
We'll have videos of that later.
That would be awesome.
I don't think you're supposed to make fun
Geek
of
out is say
dementia.
retired style.
Maybe we don't make fun of dementia. Maybe not okay. All right, well, we don't have a geekend this week.
No, she's on vacation, so she
She gets a vacation.
She gets a
so-
vacation too.
So look things up.
Look
'Cause
things
that's
up.
what the
Check out
internet's for.
check out her
She does have a
Facebook
Facebook page.
Geek Fun SA, and check that out. It'll be really cool.
Yeah, because I know there's like some board gaming events for adults only at one of the libraries. I don't remember. I think there was like dog days and stuff at the botanical gardens. I don't know. I saw a few things. There's stuff.
Yeah.
Just go look.
Go check it out. But if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe and hit that notification button so you know when we go live. But thanks for checking us out. I'm Vince.
I'm Colleen, and that's Stuart.
Geek Out SA. Bye.